shamelessadventures.com. If you want to listen to two people who have no idea what they're talking about stammer through the lifestyle,
Yeah.
then congratulations, you're already here.
Yeah, we're the ones for you.
It's just awkward silence.
Another shameless adventure.
All right, I can't. I don't think you're fucking ready.
I was born ready.
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to episode 10.
Happy anniversary.
I like that you think that 10's like some crazy milestone, but happy podcast anniversary, baby.
Yeah.
We made it to 10 episodes.
Let's keep on fucking going. Let's not slow down now. So the 10-year anniversary is tin or aluminum. So
what do you think 10 podcasts is?
like a ball of aluminum foil. So happy anniversary. So feels like it's been forever.
It does feel a
I
lot
think it
longer
might-
than just a few weeks.
I think we might have gone a little too long this time.
Well, I thought you were talking about how many weeks we've been doing this, but it's been 2 weeks since we podcasted last because
Yeah.
we're slackers.
Yeah.
Actually, it's because my new work schedule is just kicking my butt.
Fuck work.
I know.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do this. I'm ready.
I have no idea what we're talking about.
I don't either.
10th episode. That's a good thing.
Yes.
I think we want to talk about saving the date.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go first?
I think so.
So even though October's not officially over yet,
Right.
it's time to plan for next October.
Yes. If you're smart,
If you're smart,
you plan ahead.
right, you'll start and you'll save
So
the date.
we're not smart, but we happen to be planning ahead.
So the date that you should be saving is October 1st through October 8th, 2016.
A whole week.
An entire week.
Yeah,
Tell
we're
them why.
talking about a week of vacation time.
Yes.
So get it all figured out. Get your babysitter now.
Kick off National Vegetarian Day on Saturday.
That's fucked up.
Nothing but salads and rice for you once
Yeah.
you get there. But where are we going?
We are going to the Caribbean.
I've heard of it.
I am a huge fan of the Caribbean.
As am
So
I.
I don't think we should tell them too much more.
No, but just
because we will spoil them.
right. These are just little teasers that we're gonna drop.
So yeah, we're talking next year, October 1st through 8th, 2016.
2016.
Yeah. So it's a group trip.
It's a group
You're
trip,
coming with us.
and you're
just-
invited.
You're invited.
So
We will see you there. All right.
we'll see you there.
All right. Good.
We suck at this.
We got the information out there. What they do with it, that's up to them. We'll beat it over their heads.
All I want to say is that you can't go wrong with being in the Caribbean. So even if we had nothing planned,
Right.
you'd have a fantastic time.
Please.
But I'll drop a spoiler hint of what what we envision the week to be.
Sneak
And
peek. Sneak
it's-
peek.
No judgment, no shame, just love.
Sounds good.
October 1st through the 8th,
I'm there.
2016.
I'm there. Hopefully we're getting laid.
Oh, why else am I doing it?
Okay, good. All right, good. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's it. I'm out. I'll see
All right,
you
good.
later.
All right, so that was important. That's important stuff. We got to
Yeah.
get our shit figured out. So we talked about this before. It probably comes up a lot, as it should, and it's always a challenge when you're dating, which essentially being in the lifestyle is kind of complicated dating, right? 4-way dating.
Right.
So we talked about 4-way attraction all the time.
So difficult.
And you're
I can't
yes,
be the pickiest bitch on the planet. I just
you
can't be.
probably can't, but just for the possibility that there are other people who are particular
Of
and
course.
not willing to settle. So like it's not being particular. You're just not really willing to settle. Some
I don't
people
want to settle with my sex anymore.
sometimes you're a little bit more
Selective.
yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. So sometimes 4-way chemistry doesn't work, and sometimes we think, okay, well, what other fun, sexy, slutty things can we do that isn't so complicated, maybe, right? Because sometimes swinging's complicated, and I see people get frustrated, and you see people post on their profile all kinds of rants, and you can
Yeah.
only assume, and
That
it's-
they've been burnt or they've had really bad experiences.
it's just fucking frustrating,
Right.
Like anything, it's funny, I think.
Lots of
well,
exclamation points and what the fucks.
people have their rant, and you can always tell from their rant this poor guy, he got duped by some phony single dude, and they got stood up 6 times, and this person showed up with like a bush when they said they were clean shaven.
The wife doesn't play, and
there's
been lots of there's so many swing mishaps, and maybe one day we'll do a thing where we talk about it, but this isn't the episode.
No, let's not talk about the bad stuff. I have no idea what we were just talking about. We were talking about 4-way chemistry.
Right. So it's hard to find 4-way chemistry. And so what you have to do sometimes is improvise.
Or just whatever it takes to have a good time and it isn't complicated. So if you're approaching one option and it's super complicated and a pain in the ass, and over to the left is another option, maybe that's easier. So we've been
talking
about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Well,
why don't you just tell them what we're talking about?
I am. Well, the thing is, we both have the same physical ideal for women. You and I both are attracted to the same kind of woman. And unfortunately, those same type, the sexy chicks that we're fond of aren't always married to cute dudes. I don't know why.
Poor things.
I don't know why.
They're just too cute to be with. Well, anyway, let's
and
not
I get
say
it.
that.
I might not be somebody's ideal, and you might not be somebody's ideal, so I get it.
Yeah,
That's
that
the whole
happens.
issue with 4-way connection.
Yeah.
But we've been kicking around the idea that since we know we don't have a problem finding a woman that we're attracted to, that we're sort of now searching for a single dude.
Well, I thought that was so funny. The intro is totally misleading. Why wouldn't you just be searching for a fucking single girl? Because we both know what we want.
Because
Well, the issue for us is that I'm always, you get what you want no matter what. I feel. Well,
I might be just
yeah.
assuming. You find something positive out of every situation that we're in, and so even if it's not very good, you're still like, it's still better than not.
Even if it was like a really bad pizza, I'm like, well, the crust was pretty good, man.
So in my instance, I can't be that way.
Yeah,
I am a little judgmental and a little selective.
Right.
So you'll
take a bite of the pizza and you'll be like, ooh, that pepperoni was bad. And I'll be like, babe, we'll pull it off and eat it. You're like, no, I can't eat it now. That's how you are.
Yeah, I sort of kind of am like that. I'm like, well, forget it. Now I want a burger. So I'm sorry for taking you out to pizza and making you buy me steak. But in this instance, I really want a cute single dude.
Okay.
With smarts. He has to be smart.
I was thinking about, because I knew we might talk about this.
Yes.
So I started to think, if everything we know about or what we've experienced with, 4-way chemistry and the lifestyle, and we see, a lot of the husbands are not always, but it's frequently disappointing, right? So that's the premise. So why are we looking for more of these disappointing husbands who are masquerading as single dudes? Because let's get into it, right? That's if we were to describe the sort of responses you get when you on your profile on SLS, for example, or any other site, you're like, hey, single guys.
I've checked the box this week. Right.
And then you start to get a flood of emails, which is fine.
Only from single dudes.
That's the point. But those guys in the lifestyle are still those guys in the lifestyle that are disappointing. So we'll see how it goes.
We've gone to Friday night events or events where single dudes have been allowed. And every so often, there has been one or two in that group there's been one or two single men in that group that caught my eye.
Sure.
And because it's almost like a lottery, you know what I mean? Like if you have 20 single dudes at an event with 100 couples and only 2 of them are cute, they're going to get snatched up right away. And then that leaves you with
18.
the dude who's like 5'3".
Well, okay. So to start off with, we might want to start going out on Friday if that's our goal, because we haven't been out on Friday in a long time. But we were also talking about that based on limited and past experience with single men on lifestyle sites or any dating site, or God forbid Craigslist or AFF. They're all the same. It's just internet. And
although, wait for just one second,
unaccompanied men.
I've had better responses from single dudes on Craigslist than I have on SLS.
Right, SLS, they get very lazy. On Craigslist they
There's
understand.
work involved,
they have to put their best foot forward. On SLS, they send like 10 emails and maybe get one hit, so they're just kind of lazy.
I think the part that irritates me the most is that there's also this like stigma attached. Not a stigma's not a good word, but there's like an approach that single guys all seem to follow, that it's like their Bible, and it's like don't talk directly to the wife, talk to the husband about the wife in front of the wife, and I am not a fan of that.
Yeah, where did I read that? That's
Um,
like some advice.
it's actually something that I heard.
Yeah, yeah.
And the thing is,
It's like an older school
yes,
style.
it's very old school mentality.
But what it is, it's not wrong because it's like you said, it upsets you, but it's certainly safer than having the dude upset with you. That's probably
What I
a
want
easier
is-
failure if you immediately approach a couple and the guy's annoyed with you. Traditionally, that might be
I understand the
a deal
respect
breaker.
part, and I feel that there has to be, you don't want to step on anybody's toes because you don't know if that couple is into single guy play. So you don't want to make anybody feel weird because some couples, we've gone on, out on a Friday night where the single men have outnumbered the couples and it's like a sausage fest and they're a little rude and a little aggressive and it's a little bit of a turnoff. So some guys walk tentatively, but I feel this is about me. If you really
course it is.
want to be intimate with the wife, you should talk to her and around her like she exists.
Well, I think just
Like-
engage them people as a couple would be. I mean,
Right.
I think would be most successful for us. I don't have a problem if someone's talking to you. I don't have a problem if someone first says something to me.
Just
I
treat
would
me
say
like
I'm
a person,
equally
like I'm
receptive.
like I have a right or a say so in who talks to me. Because one of the reasons why we're in the lifestyle is because we have that freedom to be flirtatious and to talk to other people and we don't have any jealousies. So if a random chick came up to you and started to have a conversation, I would be so giddy for you. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. And I know that the feeling would be reciprocated for me. If a single dude walked up to me and started having a conversation, you'd like be fist bumping me behind his back because it's an ego boost and we are all entitled to that at some point in our lives. I just don't like the whole idea of your wife is hot. I'd like to get to know her. And I'm reading these messages and they
Right.
never say their name and they never
No, that's not true.
No, it's usually like they
always-
lead the message with hung and horny.
It depends.
You know, I
there's a
don't-
lot of different approaches, none of which seem to appeal to you. So it doesn't matter. So we've already decided it doesn't make sense to try to meet.
I just want I want to fuck somebody's personality 1,000 times more than I want to fuck somebody's looks. And I think that needs to be said. So if there's single guys that are listening, woo me with your intelligence and your snark and your sarcasm and your silliness because that's the kind of shit I like. And you'll find that a lot of women, I'm not going to speak for all women, but a lot of women like that. It breaks the ice. It's not so serious. Sex isn't so serious. Shouldn't be anyway. It should be silly sometimes and cute. Right? This is where you jump in and be like, "Yes, baby, you are so right."
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any positive experience. It's always just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Or you encounter something that's distasteful. So I'm just chilling out, waiting for somebody to not fuck it up.
That's it. That's all I want. Don't fuck it up. You don't have to be like off the cover of Max magazine or on a billboard. You don't even have to be in shape physically. Sometimes I just want you to be cute and passionate with your words. So that's really what we're looking for. And if we could find that with a person who's married to a hot brunette with thick thighs, then sweet.
Yeah, that'd be a little better.
That would be better. Sweet.
I'm a big fan of vagina.
I'm a fan of vagina too.
Party on. Let's do more of that.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
You're a slut. I love it.
I embrace the fact that I'm able to be so open with my sexuality, and I love so much that I'm able to talk to you about it. And it's not just on this podcast that we discuss it. We talk about everything all the time. We ogled somebody in a breakfast spot today.
Oh my God, her ass was fantastic.
I know. So, and it was just so awesome and phenomenal that he just leaned over and he was like, outside, striped dress.
Well, we were at the table with
with
family.
With family.
Yeah.
And he just let me know that this is what I was missing and I had better be quick to turn around. And it was I felt the most perfect ass I've seen in a really long time. And she was just stacked and she was very pretty.
You're very welcome.
It was
I am constantly on
yeah.
scouting
It
mission.
made my brunch.
Yeah. Good. So
yeah.
we were talking. What?
Huh?
Yeah.
We were talking never
No.
happened.
So word of the week,
Okay.
right? Word of the week. So I have no idea, hardly at all, what this is all about.
Okay.
But I made it the word of the week because it's interesting,
Okay.
and I think a lot of people are interested in this concept
right.
and learning more about it and understanding how it works. Because,
Okay.
so anyway, word of the week is HotWife. Now, yeah, it's. Are you
No, I have many opinions, but go ahead.
okay? Great. So HotWife, I don't think I even have like an actual definition, but it's a concept. To me, it's almost kind of like a genre, if you will, of not necessarily lifestyle, but lifestyle play or open relationship type stuff. So HotWife
Right.
is where the wife is the target of
I was just
desire
going to say, is free to go out and
hook up with other men.
it's encouraged.
Right, and it's encouraged, and it's a turn on for the husband. And I've been trying to understand, how does that work? Is the guy there, for example?
No.
And I don't know that that's a hard and fast rule, but most people say no,
Right.
that he's not there.
Well, a true hot wife, from what I've understood, a true hot wife situation is one where she goes out on her own.
Right, I agree.
Finds somebody to fucks that person,
Right.
then goes home and shares the
Right.
exploits.
Pictures, videos, maybe,
Right.
maybe audio, maybe not, maybe tells them, maybe teases them, and of course he's excited about
And then
this.
he works that much harder to top the person that was with her before, type of a thing.
Potentially, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I just thought it was very interesting. And it seems to be a big thing.
We've met a lot of people in hedonism, actually, that are really big, huge fans of this whole hot wife lifestyle.
Right.
And not just because we've had conversations with them, but because I follow them on Facebook, so I know all the groups that they also belong to.
Sure.
And I can understand it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, let me relate to it. So I could definitely understand it. If you were to tell me that you're going on a date, let's say we met a single guy,
right,
and he was cool,
right,
and I was comfortable with him, because I liked him,
okay,
and he just seemed like a good guy,
right,
not like so I liked him. We had a good time. Maybe we hung out a couple times. Maybe I was out of town. Maybe I was whatever. Where you just said, maybe I'm gonna go out with this guy.
Okay.
And I'd say, okay, then I don't know, maybe that sounds like fun. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't say no.
Right.
But I'd say I might be jealous. I might say, I don't know, what's in it for me, or but thinking about it, it could be pretty fucking sexy.
I think.
But I would
there's elements
I'd
of
freak
it that
out
can
a little
be
bit because
sexy.
I'd be so. But I think that could also be the turn on, I think some of these guys who appreciate this lifestyle, and the women, of course, they're enjoying being, desirous and having sex and being sexy and being appealed with younger guys and people pursuing them. So that's easy. And the guy is just turned on by maybe the limitations of it, or that she's enjoying it, and that he's, the psychological game. I don't know. I can see how it would be a turn on.
Well,
here's aspects of it.
Here's where I think I have a differing opinion for you, and I think it's just because of our dynamics to how we swing. I kind of want to see everything that you do because it turns me on. So if you're with another female, say you're at a restaurant having dinner, I'm not there, so I can't see you seduce her with your words.
So how about, for us, if we were to try to customize this?
Well, we've talked about it.
Fantasy
style. Don't you remember what we talked about? We talked about going to an event that had single women and single men allowed, and that we were going to go to the same event. You were going to go as a single dude, and I was going to go as a single woman, and we were going to flirt as a single, so that the other person could see and watch us talking to somebody else.
Yeah, but that doesn't in any way turn me on.
Why?
Yet, I think. Well, sure. If you were to hook up, then it would be a turn on.
Right,
sure.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't just do it just for combo.
Can I just show up with you, and then at least that way
No, we're
you
showing
can hold
up.
My drink?
We're showing up together, but then we're sitting on opposite ends of the bar. I'm going to sit on one end, you're going to sit on the other, and we're going to just watch each other in our element, flirt and be silly. And I think that there's part of that turns me on just thinking about it. Not being able to hear, but yet somehow being able to watch it and watch you spit game, so to speak.
Sure, but
would
that's not
kind of be
even really
hot.
the same thing. But to
No, I'm saying it's not the same, but
Right.
we talked about elements of it.
sure.
So yes, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
For me, I'm not a fan of the hot wife because I need you there. I want you there.
Right. But this isn't all about you. So let's
Surprise.
it's a very confusing concept.
I'm
I understand. It's like,
sorry.
oh my God, how does that even work? It's not
I
about me.
know, I know.
So, okay. So what I was saying
Uh,
that some sort of hot wife scenario that I think would be cool would be, all right, let's say we meet someone at a club, or better yet, the friend of ours who we're comfortable with, right?
right.
And maybe I can just hear you guys in the other room, but knowing it later I can join you would be, if I couldn't join you, I would probably not enjoy it as much.
Maybe
or maybe
you
I'd
could
enjoy it
be in
even
the-
more.
Maybe
Who
we
knows?
should just go straight to like from hot wife to cuckold situation where you're there, but you're just duct taped to the
Well,
armchair.
it's, I imagine there's a lot of crossover with that. It just
Right,
depends on
that's
what you're
what I
really
mean.
into.
It's
Cuckold
it's
is
an
more,
emotional
is more
cuckold.
submissive and being insulted. That's not necessarily in any way what I'd be into.
There was
I don't want to be tied to a chair.
there was an I guess it was a video that I watched on one of the porn channels that I watch, and it was a hot wife situation where she got all dressed up sexy, and they went to a restaurant, and her husband inserted one of those vibrating eggs
right.
into her vagina, and then he had the remote, and he was at the bar.
Sure.
So while she was flirting with this potential lover, he was manipulating her and turning her on and making it, amping it up.
Right.
And then she would like send him pictures when they finally went someplace else,
Right.
like to the hotel room or whatever. She would send him pictures of her panties on the floor,
Right.
or of her hand on his dick.
Right. That's sexy.
So that he was essentially there. And then they even not FaceTimed, but she videoed it. And then when she went home, they watched it together and then fucked through it like homemade porn. Did I lose you? Are you gone?
Hello.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. It might be this connection. I think that's hot. I
Yeah.
think there's elements of that could be sexy.
So I think if we're talking hot wife situation, and there's obviously multifacets to it, it's not something I would be opposed to. But I need you to be.
I don't think
active in
we
it.
fit the mold, but I think there's aspects about that as much as there are other things that we would
Right.
just pick and choose and do things that turned us on. I don't know if it would fall into the hot wife category, but
Right.
single men and for the most part we're same room, but then we could play around with other stuff later. We're all open to that.
We've joked around how, after 10 years we're full swap, and then after 15 years we're going to be different room, we're
Sure.
then after 20 years we're just not even going to be in the same city.
Yeah, different country. Yeah. But we see that in relationships of people we know that as they progress,
Right.
sometimes their boundaries loosen, the things
do
they
what you
want,
have to do.
pushing limits
Right.
differently because now 10 years later they want different exciting things.
Do what you have to do to turn each other on and
Yeah.
stay turned on.
Be
I'm
safe,
a big,
have
huge
fun.
fan of that.
Everything else is cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was fun, babe.
Yeah, so I've explored minimally what little I know about Hot Wife, and there's a really great resource with a lot of good pictures and videos and stories
I'm
on
a fan of pictures.
on Reddit. There's a subreddit called Hot Wife, and there's a lot of people sharing their experiences, asking questions, and a lot of pictures and videos, which, to be honest, I kind of like. It's kind of hot.
So you should go to Reddit and check that shit out.
Yeah, it's pretty sexy. All right, what else?
I don't know. You're the producer. I'm just the talent.
What's my salary? Just the talent. Oh, God.
What else you got?
I'm gonna let that simmer for a second. Just the talent. It's true. You are very talented.
I am.
God damn. Sexy too. Look at you, girl.
I know. I'm wearing pajamas. But whatever. Did I tell you that I'm taking you to the Caribbean the first week of October 2016?
I did get a save the date card. I put it in my Google Calendar. Bitch, that's serious.
I am. It is
It's
a
like a card
serious
came in the
thing.
mail. It said, "Motherfucker, we're going to the
I
Caribbean."
am so we can't talk about it, but I can't stop talking about it.
Yeah,
I am
shut
just
up.
so immensely proud of that week, and it hasn't even happened yet. So
Yes, it's gonna be
it's gonna be motherfucking epic.
It's gonna be the good. All right. Hey,
Hey, what else you got for me?
just kind of killing time for a second here.
Why? Deep stretch.
So our plan
Mm.
is to at least hit the road for some sort of reasonable road trip
Every
beyond
month, right?
beyond our normal distance. Like we kind of travel far anyway.
Right.
So road trips anyway. So this is October still?
This is October for the next week.
Yeah. All right. Wrapping up October. And
Heading
in
into
November,
November.
what are we going to do in November?
November, we're going. I'm so excited. I wish I could speed up time. November, we're going to Exotica.
Yeah, bitch. When is it?
It is November 13th through the 15th.
Yeah, I have the wrong dates on
in
my little list.
Edison, New
Yeah.
Jersey.
13th through the 15th.
Yeah, we corrected ourselves because even in our last podcast, we were like November 11th through the 13th.
Listen, if you trust us on the facts, you're probably going to be in a little bit of trouble.
You're just screwing yourself over.
Yeah,
Just
when
Google everything we say
yeah,
and back
exactly.
it up.
When I was going to say, when you hear us talk about something, Google it, find out for yourselves because
Exactly.
our fact checking intern quit.
Bitch. She's such a bitch.
Yeah, but she was cute, but she's gone. No more fact checking.
I miss her leggings as pants and her Ugg boots.
Yes. Oh, interns. So we're going to Exotica.
Yes, I'm
We're gonna-
so excited.
We're gonna throw down with porn stars and convention goers.
Right, and lots
Yeah.
of sex toys. And
Lots
all
of people
kinds
who want to find out about sex.
Right. And 20-year-old me who watched a lot of porn is the most excited about all of these older. When I say older, I mean like beautifully older porn stars, classic porn
Beat
stars.
up and used.
No, bitch. I'm talking about classic.
No, but there are some sexy classic porn stars, and of course some new ones.
All
I'm
new
not,
ones. And
I don't know
stuff.
anything about porn stars. Like I don't think I know any.
You can't like name a porn star.
I can only name one, and I don't like her, so I don't want to name her. Like it's just one of those porn stars you have in your head.
Oh
like
my gosh.
I'm not good with porn. Here, I promise.
Who's the one that has sex with baseball bats?
Ouch. I promise.
You know who I'm talking about. She was hot. That porn star that we used to like.
I promise prior to Exotica to do my porn star research. I'll even check out who's going to be there and pick a favorite
Okay.
one. Listen, I'm devoted to
I
this
already
cause.
have my favorite one.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked.
We'll be at Exotica. We'll be hanging out. We'll be promoting our podcast.
Of
Because,
course we will
well,
be.
Duh.
Because we're egomaniacs.
And we will. We'll probably be talking some trash about some travel as well.
And taking a lot of pictures. And we're going to be experimenting with Periscope.
Yeah, we're a little late to the game, but we're going to jump on that motherfucker.
Yeah. And if we can't, for some reason, get Periscope to work with connection issues, we're going to
already
video.
predicting problems.
Right. We're just going to
If,
video
for example,
stuff.
like Christopher breaks his leg while we're going there,
I will have a replacement Christopher for
yes,
the event.
a stand-in. Well, we better get. Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. So I'm just over the moon stoked.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Ask me why. Ask me why I'm stoked.
I don't know what has you so excited.
Porn.
Yeah.
No, there's two really big, huge porn stars that are attending for sure that are essentially like my porn idols. One of them is Nina Hartley, and You Really Can't Do Wrong by Nina Hartley. Not only is she like the goddess of porn, but she's also a sex educator now, and she is a huge, huge like positive speaker for the swing lifestyle because she herself was in a swing and an open relationship where she had a girlfriend and a husband for a really long time. I think she still does.
Yeah.
And then there's Janine. There's Janine Lindemulder.
Oh yeah, your girl Jeannie.
Oh my God. I can't even talk about her without I
yeah,
need
we
water.
were coming up the turnpike heading home from an adventure, and there was a billboard on the turnpike for Exotica with your girl JL on it.
Well, coincidentally, when we were driving to Maryland and we were on the New Jersey Turnpike, I turned to Christopher and said, "Why doesn't Exotica advertise so that they could get more people to come to this event?" And he was like, "Well, families." And then on the way home, 2 days later, there it was.
They
with
probably
Janine.
heard you.
I know. I feel like they quickly got
said,
on it.
That shameless bitch was so right. Let's
I'm
quickly get a billboard
I'm
up.
so beyond excited, and we will be there for 2 days.
Yeah.
We're making a whole weekend of it. We're going to soak the fuck up out of that convention.
Yeah, so just find us on social media if you want to party with us at Exotica. Hopefully, a lot of people turn out, right?
It was a really big turnout when it was in Atlantic City last year. So I'm hoping that the Edison convention is just as big.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll tell you all about it.
We're going to tell you all about it. We're going to share all the deets with you as it happens. So
You know what I'm most excited about?
how excited you are to be next to me at a porn convention.
Yeah. So what I'm second most excited about
Okay.
is I forgot. The dungeon. The dungeon stockroom or whoever, stockroom is doing the dungeon. I have no idea what that means, but I'm pretty sure I want to get flogged.
At Exotica?
Yeah, they always have a dungeon.
I'm interested to
Yeah.
watch you get flogged.
but
I
I
have
s-
no interest in it for
Yeah,
myself.
I'm kidding. I don't want to get flogged.
Unless Janine Lindemulder is holding that flog.
If I was going to get flogged, I wouldn't want to be flogged under fluorescence.
Oh no, the lighting's so bad.
Yeah, you got to figure. Although you never know, they might have set something up sexy, kinky, cool.
Right. I feel like maybe if it was like in the basement or something,
Yeah,
I'd go down.
yeah. So I'm gonna have to check it out. I'll do a on the scene report from the dungeon.
Dude, that right
Periscoping
there is
from the dungeon.
so worth
You
the
should
trip.
you should get like one of those headlight hats,
The miner's
so
lights.
you can like shine it on me. Yeah. So
I'm in it.
broadcasting live from the dungeon.
And a rubber glove that goes all the way up to my elbow.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun. Like I want to embrace things that I'm not necessarily into, but I want to learn
Exactly.
more about them.
I support that.
I could be a better person because of it.
I'm just hoping that there's cute girls there in little tiny booty shorts that will twerk for me.
I don't know. It's a possibility. I
Dr.
guess.
Jess had twerking girls at the Toronto sex convention
Yeah.
this week.
Well, there's a pretty good chance since there's porn stars and
Right.
and-
Somebody's going to twerk on
and
me.
I think there's like 2 poles or something.
I'm excited.
There's
I'm
all
ready.
kinds of. If you go to the website, there's educational sessions and then there's like a main stage. So they have different events listed, different classes and lectures or whatever they'll have for related to sex ed,
Right.
and then they'll have different stuff on the different stages, and it looks pretty cool. There's some. Oh,
I am so happy when you have like a flash.
don't let me forget.
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is a Hito giveaway.
All 3 days?
That's what it fucking says.
Also, what I should include is if you go
Friday.
to
Friday.
the Twitter page, I can't remember, but if you go to exotica.co, it's Exotica Co, I think is there at Twitter. And ladies get in for free on Friday.
Yeah, there's like some coupon or something, right?
Yes, I got mine.
Get your coupons, yo.
I got my coupon.
Friday free. Get your Friday free.
I'm just excited that I took all 3 days off from work, so I'm going no matter what, even if I got to leave you home. I'm
Why
going.
would you leave me home?
Because I don't think you could handle how much love I'm going to have for some of these porn stars.
I think I can
I
handle
think it's
it.
going to be a little embarrassing.
So what you're saying is you don't think you've ever embarrassed me before?
I'm pretty sure I have.
Well, I'm going to say for the record you never have. Because how could you? You're amazing.
I'm amazeballs.
Yeah, she's amazing. So stop talking trash about
Okay,
my girl.
I'm sorry. Never happen again.
Yeah.
So
Um,
yeah, Exotica.
What else? What else are you
November
excited about?
13th
What else?
through the
What else
15th.
is going to happen there? How do we? All right. So I was curious.
Mm.
I played the unknowing Googler, which is my favorite role to play. Hey, Google, please help me understand what I might see at a sex convention.
Right.
And I found something that's like 3 years old, but it was funny. So I'm gonna read a little bit. It's
Oh,
from
thanks, baby.
our good friends over at brobible.com.
I love story time with you.
Yeah. So I should give kudos to Tasha, who wrote this article probably like back in 2014.
Right.
Tasha Rain. She's on Twitter, yo. TashaRain.com. And by Rain, I don't mean RAIN. I mean
R-A-Y-N.
like a queen.
Oh, R-E-I.
REIGN,
I don't know how
yo.
to spell.
Anyway, I'm giving her too much credit.
Yeah. just-
So she says,
what are we going to see?
number
That's what I wanna
one,
know. Mhm.
which is like gave me a boner, dark dungeons.
There we go.
Dark fucking dungeons. So number 2, she said you'll see candy, phallic candy,
Dick pops.
cock pops,
I'm so excited. I'm going to walk around sucking on one the whole time.
jelly ginas, right?
Would it be
Sour
weird?
jelly ginas.
Would it be weird for me to
Ooh.
just walk around and just suck on?
Google sour vaginas.
No, thank you. That sounds like a trick question. I'm not all about that.
Right.
Maybe some other time.
I wonder if they make like a anyway. So candy, phallic candy, that makes sense. Penis pops, yeah.
Nice.
Obscene amounts of genitalia toys lining the walls. Yeah,
Ugh,
vibrators,
I hope so.
dicks, and yeah, of
I
course.
hope there's free samples. I
Yeah.
hope there's free rides on the
Yeah,
Sibian.
so I'm not sure why she says obscene amounts, but yeah, you're at a dick show.
Because Tasha's kind of a jerk.
She seems a little uptight. We should hang out, Tasha.
Right.
The hottest women in adult films. She
This
says.
is true.
She says, well, that sounds believable, especially at Exotica.
I love you, Janine.
Yeah. Some people that you may never have wanted to see naked.
I don't
So
think,
it's like at a swing club.
I think that's such an unfair,
It is.
rude, douchey thing to say.
It's true.
I want to see everybody naked. And that I mean that seriously. Like I'm a huge fan of people
Not in a
being
sexual
naked.
way. Because
No. Because when
the-
you're naked, you're free.
Right.
And if you're comfortable, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, it's getting comfortable. Getting to comfort it's fun.
Yeah.
I'm still not even there yet.
I hope to
admittedly.
explore that in
Maybe
the week
more.
that we're in the Caribbean.
Maybe, perhaps coincidentally, in our upcoming trip
Which
to the Caribbean.
coincidentally happens to have a theme that has a lot to do with loving yourself.
Loving yourself.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can join me in getting too comfortable with naked.
Right. Getting to comfortable with naked.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a fun journey.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to Tasha's
Back
list.
to Tasha and her stupid list.
Yeah. The creepy flasher man. Okay, thanks.
I hope he's hung and cute.
Sex swings. That's a good one. We're in the market for a sex swing.
I think the ones we've seen have been kind of crappy. I would really like a nice.
It's got to be a
sex
ceiling mount.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want like a
ceiling
tripod
mount,
one
yes.
or nothing like that.
Because I'm a big bitch.
Sex and porn discussions. So like
Oh my God,
at
they're going to talk
Exotica,
about vagina.
at Exotica they have that educational stuff. So
I hope so.
that
I hope there's
applies.
lots of seminars or
Yeah.
something we could catch.
Talented dancers and strippers.
Twerkers.
She only did 9. Where's like number 10?
I don't think so. I think it's 9, babe.
Yeah. So I imagine there'll be some of those.
I hope there's twerking girls. I'm like so stoked to think about how much skin I'm going to get to see in the second week in November. It's like my early Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
It's my early Thanksgiving.
Very
to
Christopher
myself.
Columbus.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, Exotica, November 13th through the 15th in Edison, New Jersey. Now, don't just go because you want to see us act like a bunch of
No, well, you
Dopes.
could. That would be a
But
pretty
it would be
reasonable
totally fun
reason.
if you did,
Yeah.
but go because it's going to be fucking
Yeah, go for the
awesome.
sex.
Go for the sex.
And then stay for the shameless adventures.
That was so good. And Janine Lindemulder.
Yeah.
She's so, I can't even put it into words.
Shout
She's just
out to
so
Janine.
hot. She taught me to make noise when you have sex.
You know, that's true. I when I meet her,
You should
which
high five her.
I will be like, you are the reason my girl grunts in bed.
She does it because you can tell when she's fucking. Either that or she's just a really good actress. But when she was fucking, I believed it. She made genuine sounds, and she made me feel like it was okay for me to be
Right.
vocal.
Right. Which
and
is
that's
hot.
why I'm totally,
No-
absolutely in love with her.
Shameless vocalization.
That's it.
Yep. Don't be afraid.
Shameless stalking, Janine Lindemulder.
Exactly. Watch out. Camped out behind wherever
Me
she's
just
at.
walking behind her, sucking a dick pop. Just
Alrighty.
trying to make serious eye contact with her while I eat a sour vagina.
All right. What else? I think that's it. I think that's it for my set list.
That's it. You're done.
I think. Well, I mean, we
Worst
could talk.
producer ever.
We could talk for. We could
We
just.
can talk for 3 minutes.
small
I'm sure
talk.
we can small talk it up.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I'll turn the other way.
How you been?
I'm okay. I'm good.
You know, I almost wanted to read some of these single guy messages that we got, but then I thought they're
But I
not
didn't
even
want to
good
make
enough.
anybody sad. I feel like if we were
Yeah.
to read them, they would instantly understand why I'm just at such a crossroads.
Yeah, but the truth is, the things you're looking for aren't always the things other people are looking for.
No.
So, you know,
But in my defense, I am a little picky sometimes with the aesthetics. But then, like, when we go someplace, like when we go to Jamaica and we go to hedonism, I do have Caribbean glasses, so to
Right,
speak. And I will
right.
kiss and make out and even be intimate and put my mouth on other people's parts where they're not even close to my ideal.
sure, you're just a little bit more liberated.
I'm a little
and free
right.
and,
So I
and
almost
not thinking
kind of,
about it.
Right. I
Right.
wish that I could take some of that like Hedo juice
Yeah, we should
and
work
put
on
it
that.
into my regular weekly sessions when
Right.
we go out.
Right. That
Just that
relaxed
right,
mindset.
no
I think
fucks
that's what it
given,
is.
and then
It's-
just want to have a
it's
good
not
time.
really lowering your standards, just being more relaxed and not overthinking it.
I think what we should I'm in agreement with the whole where we have to have like you have to say yes weekend and you can't say no type of a thing.
Right.
Because I think that would definitely take some of the responsibility off of me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because I trust you so much.
Yeah, you do overthink things. So
Right.
we should challenge our friends out there to do the same thing. That sounds fun. Offer, with your partner, take turns doing a say you can't say no
You can't
type of
say
weekend.
no.
Yeah, and then obviously you have to trust each other.
No no's allowed.
Yeah.
Everything that they ask you to do, everything they recommend, and that even goes from the food you eat when you go out. You have to ask and you can't say no.
That sounds good. I'm opening the calendar to pick a date for when this is going to go down.
I think it should happen during Exotica.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. All right, that'll be it. So you can't say no because I'm easy.
I know,
I
you
don't
never
ever
say
no.
no.
I'll just be like, all right.
I'm okay with it because
Yeah.
Exotica
This sounds fun.
in and of itself is going to be a huge challenge for
Yeah.
me because sometimes I am a little socially awkward,
Yeah.
and we are going to be promoting the podcast and
partying.
essentially
I'm partying with friends
right.
at the hotel and after parties. So,
shout out to Gogo Loco.
yeah,
So we are going to be, doing.
you are going to get dick down, girl.
I hope so. But beforehand, what I'm talking about is just approaching people and handing them my
right.
card that tells them who I am
Right.
and why I'm there and a little
Icebreakers.
bit about myself.
In episode, this is weird. You're so good at setting me up. In episode 11, hello. In episode 11, we're going to talk about icebreakers because
I
we
need that.
suck at breaking the ice.
Oh my God, I totally do.
So really, this is just going to be an exercise for us to be better.
Unless you count the
getting laid.
icebreaker, the message I send you on SLS as we're
Nope.
driving home from the event after it's over, where I tell you I saw you, but I didn't say hello to you, then by far and away, I have nailed that icebreaking game.
That's the freeze over.
Oh my God, that's like
the
my.
worst.
I'm
Don't embarrass
notorious
yourself.
for it. I'm like, yeah, I totally saw you last night, but didn't say hello.
You guys were so cute.
You guys were so cute.
Why didn't you come say hi? Because we're horribly awkward. So we'll talk more about that in episode 11, along with some great icebreakers. Well,
You're gonna have some?
You and I are going to write them. We're going to write some amazing
I'm
icebreakers.
totally down for this.
We're going to write some icebreakers and we're going to present them to you, and you'll tell us what you think.
Okay, so episode 11 is going to be sweet.
Episode 11 is going to be balls to the walls.
And episode 12 is going to be fucking fantastic because we're going to be at Exotica.
Yeah.
So
That'd be
I'm
good.
stoked.
Well, we might even
do one in between.
I think 12 will happen before Exotica. Let's put the pressure on. Be episode 13.
Lots of stuff to do.
So I'm done. I'm ready to wrap this fucking thing up.
Okay.
Unless
As usual, you're done before me.
Oh, nice. So let me ask you. When was the last time we had sex?
This morning.
Oh, really?
It was.
How'd it go?
It went. It was good.
Went quickly? Was it like a Speedy Gonzales?
All right, what do you want me to tell? He fucked me so good. He is the best lover I've ever had.
No, you're like making snarky
His
comments,
dick
and I'm
is
just
magic. I can't imagine fucking anybody but Chris. There, ladies, there you go. Is the best ever. So yeah, that's a genuine laugh too.
that was really funny. It was like belly aching laugh.
Well, we were supposed to have sex last night, and then he fell asleep first, and then he woke up, and then I fell asleep, and then he acted all creepy and shit, standing at the face. So he was like standing over me while I was asleep, and I opened my eyes, and I thought he was gonna kill me in my sleep.
If I had a ski mask on, you'd have rolled over and you'd have been like, all
I'd have
right,
been like,
take me.
Please, don't hurt me.
Whatever you do, don't pull my hair.
Don't penetrate me with that hard, throbbing 9-inch dick. Please, my husband would be so mad. But wait, let's videotape
I was
it
gonna
so
say,
he can watch
but
it.
there's a camera on the dresser. All right, well, it sounds like we've just filmed episode 13. I'm excited.
We're just ridiculous.
This is fun. All right.
And if you think that we're ridiculous now, imagine how fun and ridiculous we would be in the Caribbean the first week of November 2016.
Ridiculous with a capital
October.
R.
I said November. It's October.
Yeah.
I'm not even drunk. You just
Yeah.
make me so giddy, babe.
I know.
First week of October 2016.
Yeah. All right.
I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
finished.
wrap
That's it. I
this up.
said all I needed
Check
to
out the
say.
website,
Yes.
shamelessadventures.com. And do me a favor, find us on iTunes, listen to it, and give us a like.
My mouse doesn't work, so I can't turn us
This
off.
this podcast is going to run on forever.
This is the podcast that doesn't end.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it, bitches.
Peace
See you
out.
when we see you.
Peace.
Later.